members mute பண்ணிக்கலாமா? On screen ஜெரம். Good evening, members. On behalf of Kumona branch of SARC of ICA, I welcome all the members, bankers to this program. I welcome Sri S. Shivakumar sir to this meeting. Welcome, sir.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome, sir. So, a small introduction, small notes. Micro, small and medium enterprises plays a major role in Indian economy. They contribute significantly to employment generations, innovations, export and inclusive growth of the economy. Micro, small and medium enterprises are the backbones of social, economical development of our country. It accounts for 43% of the total industrial production, 40% of the total exports, and contributes very significantly to the GDP. MSME also contribute 30% of services. The coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak is causing a global health emergency and global economical slowdown. COVID-19 has significantly increased the odds of around 24% of 75 million SME in India being at the risk of insolvency. Around 1/4 of the balance sheet of the loans to the SME are at the risk of being NPA. Around 10 to 25 million jobs in SME are expected to be lost over a period of next 12 to 18 months, particularly the temporary staffs in manufacturing companies. Indian economy is expected to report the GDP growth less than 1% by the end of 2020, with small business and poor people being the worst casualties. In this scenario, as a chartered accountant, we should be proactive and fast to help our SME and MSME clients to outcome from the COVID challenges. Here our speaker, a formal introduction. With this note, I invite Mr. Sri S. Shivakumar sir to this meeting. A formal invitation, a small introduction about Shivakumar sir. Sri S. Shivakumar sir is a university rank holder in BS Agricultural, gold medalist in MSc Agri, completed CAIIB, MBA, AIMA, CFA, Chartered Financial Analysis, courses done on stock exchange, venture funding, auditing, project management, food safety, merchant banking, mutual funds, industrial finance, corporate finance. With 14 years experience in banking sector as assistant manager to a manager, agri-finance in a nationalist bank, worked as an vice president finance of a leading group of companies, worked as a chief executive of a financial services company, worked as a chief executive of a merchant bank, chairman of a non-banking financial services, general manager of commercial bank in Zambia. He is a freelancer financial advisor, executive director of food processing company, economist, merchant banker, a speaker. Sir, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you all.
The screen is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Visahan. Hi, my dear friends, chartered accountants. I am very happy to be associated with you just a week after the CA's days have been celebrated. I think all ellame virtual ah dhaan pannirpeenga nenikiren. I am very happy to be associated with the group. Kumbakonam has got a lot of affinity with me because I was born in Sirkali, which is not far away from Kumbakonam. That is number one. Then number two, my brother, who was a chartered accountant, got his articleship from Kumbakonam only. And then I have my own villages very close to Kumbakonam. So I'm almost native of Kumbakonam. And I'm very proud also to say, I am very happy to address the people in Kumbakonam, which has produced a person none less or nothing less than M.G. Ramachandran, who studied in Town High School in Kumbakonam. I don't know, many of you might have known this or not, I'm not sure. So, Kumbakonam is known for Kaveri and its attached inheritance of cultural growth. Kumbakonam means a lot of temples and all that. So, I'm very happy to be, though I am not touching the soil of Kumbakonam, I feel the smell of Kumbakonam. That's why I could see Mr. Ratna Sabhavati is wearing a mask even for a webinar. Very careful, very, very precautious, and எல்லாருமே ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லா இருப்பீங்க கும்பகோணத்துல அப்படிங்கிறது நல்லா தெரியுது எனக்கு. ஐ எம் வெரி ஹாப்பி அபவுட் இட். நவ் டாபிக் பத்தி ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது மிஸ்டர் விசாகன் ஹேஸ் டோல்ட் very clearly about the statistics about SME and MSME. ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு அனெக்டோட்டோட ஆரம்பிக்கலாம்னு பாக்குறேன். ஏன்னா சார்ட்டர்ட் அக்கௌண்டன்ட்ஸ் ஃபோரம்னு பேசும்போது ஒரு ஒரு உற்சாகம் வருது எனக்கு. ஐ எம் கெட்டிங் லாட் ஆஃப், பிகாஸ் இன் லைஃப் ஐ வாண்டட் டு பி a chartered accountant. This is actually one of my ambitions which I want to really put forth in front of. ஒரு பெரிய hot air balloon is going. A hot air balloon is going. The hot air balloonல ஒரு 4 பேர் இருக்காங்க இல்ல 5 பேர் இருக்காங்க. 5 பேர்ல ஒருத்தர் வந்து appearing to be the leader. He was steering the entire thing. But what happened? The hot air balloon lost its way because some rough wind or something happened in the heater or whatever it is. The hot air balloon lost its way. It was just bending. It was losing altitude. Just losing altitude. It was coming down, down, down and all that. The person who is in charge of all the 6 or 7 people in the hot air balloon basket is appearing to be the leader. He was having the leadership command over everybody. He was telling them, don't worry, I will take care. I will take care. Then maybe 200, 300 feet above the ground level, it was about to fall. அவர் வந்து கீழ ஒருத்தர் நிற்கிறாரு. அவர்கிட்ட கேட்கிறாரு, சார் இது எந்த ஊர் எந்த இடம்னு தெரியல அப்படிங்கிறார். That person who was standing said, sir, this is 40 degrees above east, 20 degrees above west, and about 4 or 5 degrees inclination. அப்படின்னு ஏதோ டேட்டா சொல்றாரு. He was not precisely telling exactly where it is. உடனே இவர் நம்ம லீடர் என்ன சொல்றாரு, பக்கத்துல இருக்கிறவங்கிட்ட பார்த்து, he must be an engineer, so he is only giving technicalities. He is only talking about technological information, but it's of no use. பக்கத்துல போறாரு. அடுத்தது போன உடனே அங்க இன்னொருத்தர் இருக்கிறார். அவர்கிட்ட கேட்கிறாரு, சார் வேர் ஆர் வி? அவரு சொல்றாரு, சார் the temperature is very chill, the humid climate is there, probably this way you look at it, this looks like a subtropical temperate region அப்படிங்கிறாரு அவரு. இவர் உடனே பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற பாரு, இவர் வந்து must be a geophysicist. இவர் சொல்றதும் எல்லாம் டெக்னிக்கல் டேட்டா, எங்க நம்ம இறங்குறோம்னு தெரியல, பட் இவர் ஏதோ டெக்னிக்கல் டேட்டா எல்லாம் சொல்றாருன்னு அவரு கிண்டல் அடிச்சுட்டாரு நம்ம தலைவர். Then it was drifting and going again. There is another person who was standing there. Avarta kekrari, he is asking, sir, where are we? Can you tell us? We tried with 2 people who have not been able to clearly tell me where we are landing, because in another few minutes we will be just striking the land. Please tell us where are we? Avar solraru, I was watching all these things in the last 20 minutes, my dear gentlemen. நீங்க அவர்கிட்ட பேசுனதே நான் கேட்டேன், இவர்கிட்ட பேசுனதையும் கேட்டேன், இந்த 2 பேரையும் நீங்க கிண்டல் அடிச்சதே நான் கேட்டேன், கீழே இருந்தே கேட்டுட்டு இருந்தேன். One thing is for sure, instead of asking, now I am telling you, you must be a chartered accountant அப்படின்னு அவரு கேட்டாரு. என்ன திடீர்னு இப்படி சொல்ற? You are telling me you are a chartered accountant. அது கீழே இருக்கிறவர் சொல்றாரு, you don't know where you are. Don't look at me offensively. You don't know where you are. And you are not in your balloon. Balloon belongs to somebody else. And you are taking care of some people who are not known to you. Known to you also. You are supposed to take care of them. But you say you are sailing in a boat which lost its altitude. So you have no control over the altitude. You have no control over the air around you. You don't know where you are. You must be a chartered accountant. இது ஒரு ஜோக்குக்காக சொல்லப்பட்ட கதை. Don't mistake me. இது எல்லாம் தெரியும், எல்லாருக்குமே எல்லாம் தெரியும். ஆனா now when there is a problem coming in and facing the society at large, everyone in the point of Mr. Visagan சொன்னாரு, everyone should rise up to the level of understanding what it is all about and how it is going to be and how does it matter everybody. Now, though the anecdote is given in a jocular way, we should appreciate the interest in safeguarding the people by asking the nearby people, the person who is asking, where are we? When are we going to land? Where it is going to be? Is our land is going to be safe? The safety. Sir, Mr. Ratnaswamy, எனக்காக நீங்க மாஸ்க் எடுக்காதீங்க சார், ப்ளீஸ். நீங்க மாஸ்க் எடுத்துட்டீங்க, பட் மெட்ராஸ் அவர் மேபி நான் மெட்ராஸ்ல இருந்து பேசுறதுனால ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லா இருக்காரு. இதுதான் வந்து ரியல் ப்ரூடன்ஸ் ஆஃப் எ சார்ட்டர்ட் அக்கௌண்டன்ட். ரியல் ப்ரூடன்ஸ். Fine. Now, when it comes to the economy as a large, as a country with an emerging economy, the country is going through a tumultuous situation. The economy has been staggering in the last 7, 8, 9 years, not 1 year or 2 years. Our GDP growth has been in double digits. Now it has reached single digit. And there are estimates. By one day there is an estimate from the World Bank, another day it is from ICRA, another day it is from CRISIL. Whenever you open the media, there is always a heartening and threatening information. The score in Madras is 1,200, 1,400, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. It is entering into interior. And there is always விவாத மேடைன்னு ஒன்று உண்டு எல்லா டிவிலையும். ஒரு 8 மணிலேருந்து 9 மணி வரைக்கும் ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாத ஒரு விஷயத்துக்கு ஒண்ணுமே எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்ச மாதிரி பேசிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. அது வந்து ஒரு ஒரு விவாத மேடை. நானும் அதில் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் வித் கில்ட்டி எக்ஸ்கியூஸ் ஃப்ரம் ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ. எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்ச மாதிரி பேசிட்டு இருப்பாங்க, பட் சொல்யூஷனே இருக்காது. If you go to any English media or Hindi media kind of media, you will also find a different level discussions with chairman of banks, MD of banks, and CARE and other big media like Business Line, NDTV, and all these things. They will also do the same arachamavi arachifying only. But really, is that coming out with any information proactive? Any solution is coming in or seen it is there? I'm sorry, 2-3 disclaimer na kuduthaganum before I start my speech. Number 1, we are all on a technological platform. The power may go, my internet may develop any problem. In any communication, 10% of the word and phrases are only reaching the opponent as per a scientific study. In any communication, let it be a seminar or let it be a conference, let it be a one-to-one communication. I got a scientific data telling 10% of the words and phrases are only reaching the objective opponent, number 1. 30% is lost, it is heard or impressively acquired only by the tonal variations or the genre in which it is spoken. And another whooping 60 to 70%, the information reaches people only by body language. If I appear to be doing mono acting, please understand, then only I will be able to get you across this technical platform. This is normal. நான் சொன்ன இந்த ரேஷியோ எல்லாம் நார்மல் கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில்லுக்கு. In technological platform like Zoho or Zoom or whatever, 60% is lost effectively. So even if 10% is to be observed, -60, -50 will be the exact takeaway for all of you, provided we are able to compete between 5 to 5:30 or 5 to 6 or whatever it is. So that is one disclaimer. Please take my disclaimer. That is number 1. Then number 2, எல்லாருமே வந்து thinking நான் economy பத்தி பேசும்போது economy dwindle ஆயிடுச்சு, country is going down a stooping down level, COVID has come to stay for another 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, minus GDP growth predicted by none other than ICRA, CRISIL, and all that, World Bank, Asian Development Bank. Everybody is talking about it. But one thing you are all flag carriers of growth and protectors of economy and watchdog of misrepresentation of fact in the society. No longer you think you confine yourself on your table as a chartered accountant. You are going to only sign accounting. You are going to sign only auditing. You are going to sign only due diligence. You are going to do only a figure related work and forget all that. Please get away from that. Get away from that. Already people have all awakened. I have an organization. I have an organization where 14 to 15 chartered accountants are working in tandem with me in India and Singapore, Dubai and Melbourne. Wherever I have my organization, I have people who are all professionals. They have moved very much. Post-COVID, first, I have addressed a seminar last week and I started with that. Someone asked me a question, sir, during post-COVID, is that out-of-box thinking is going to do well? I told him one sentence, no out-of-box. It is boxless thinking. Please understand. In post-COVID, we are supposed to work on boxless thinking. Boxless thinking will arise only when we realize we are moving, we have to move. One thing is for sure, or yes, stumbling block or a cessation of activities happens only for certain things which are moving. In physics, there's a philosophy and a policy and a theory. In inertia, a state of inertia is one which is affected only by an act of acceleration or momentum. So, unless otherwise we understand, I am telling this to all my media friends, all my friends here, unless we are moving, we will not create an accident. So please understand, Indian economy is moving on. Moving is a kinetic energy. It is not a potential energy. The length of water in Mettur Dam, the height of water in Bagranangal Dam, everything we talk about 100 feet, 200 feet, production capacity, 400 megawatts, 600 megawatts, all potential energy expression. The kinetic energy is how much you produced, where are you leading to, how it is going to be. A moving car only hit against something and create. கேட்காதீங்க சார், பார்க் பண்ண கார்ல கூட ஜனங்களை இடிச்சிட்டு போறாங்க. இது ஒரு philosophy. பார்க் பண்ண கார்ல, provided you parked it wrongly, you park in the right place, parking lot, you will not get hit. So a moving car in economy, a growing economy, is only going through this tussle. But one thing I tell you, we have a very massive economy, very massive growing economy. Our banking systems are so robust. We have an excellent investor population in our country. We have so many companies incorporated under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. We have a huge contribution by the human resource. We have maximum length of roads in infrastructure. We are having so many things to be pondered. Please know, my dear gentlemen, I'm not a spokesperson of the ruling parties or any political organization. But understand, a moving substance can only be subjected to damage. Economy in India is that. Never use the word sleeping giant. We have never been a sleeping giant. Our country had never been a sleeping giant. You come across which we have to recorrect. Now, coming to the subject of today, we are supposed to talk about the MSME. 2 மாசத்துக்கு முன்னாடி இந்த கேள்வி கேட்டிருந்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம MSME-ல இல்லைன்னு சொல்லிக்கலாம். I challenge majority of us, 50% of us, MSME category. Let us not first exclude ourselves from the MSME category. We are part of it, be it is service or manufacturing. The new definition, MSME in India, our chinna oru figure koduthaar Mr. Visagan aarambathila. The MSME has got 11 crore people working today. So massive it is. Minimum statistics, 11 crore people working, and the contribution SME segment to the Indian GDP is 29, and to the export and GDP somewhere around 3 trillion or 2.6 or 2.8 or whatever it is. We are reaching a GDP growth of about 5 trillion in 2025. At that time, the estimated contribution of MSME is going to be not less than 2 trillion, 40-50%. That is why today we have an MSME ministry, a separate minister for MSME. The entire situation is totally brought under a separate ministry. Now, what is the MSME industry? What MSME has got to do? These things are very clearly available. I am going to touch all that point in a very brief way, maybe after some time, because any information today is available on the website of Directorate of MSME, which is functioning region-wise, all India basis also. That is a very user-friendly department. I'm not a spokesperson of MSME Directorate in any way, but they are all coming out with openness, because sometime in March, I was addressing a women innovator. I was a chief guest talking about women innovator scheme of about 400 people in Tiruvallur near Chennai. And I could see so much of people coming forward towards women entrepreneurs. The women entrepreneurship is coming up, opening in a much bigger and better way. Now, what is it that we intend to do? Now, I will address the issue like this. Though the topic is only addressing towards CS what they have to do to bring the MSME online in par with the big industries in the COVID scenario or post-COVID scenario, and what are the potential areas when we work on a boxless thinking to move away from the earlier framework of operations, how you will find more professional work in areas which are hitherto not considered as area of activity. What are the hidden potentials in MSME where we can lay our hands? It is not that finance is considered to be a different allocated portfolio for a group of people. Nowadays, technologists understand finance. Anybody understand finance, but please understand, you understand finance the way nobody can understand. That way, the way of understanding by chartered accountants is different. I will give you a small anecdote. I was in Erode some time back, maybe 3 years, 4 years from down the line. I was sitting with my client. My client was coming and asking me, Shivkumar, please come, I have a meeting. Many companies do engage me in addition to their auditors, because we are financial advisors. They call me and I sat with him for about half an hour. Then he called his auditors. Auditor was present. Then when the auditor left, my Erode client told me, sir, எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே புரியல சார். இவர் paid up capitalனு போட்டு ஏதோ போட்டு 10 கோடி காமிச்சிருக்காரு. எங்க சார் அந்த 10 கோடி வந்துச்சுன்னு கேட்டேன். எங்க இந்த 10 கோடி வந்துச்சுன்னு கேட்டேன். நான் சொன்னேன், இது உங்க கம்பெனி தான் சார் இது. இல்ல நான் ஆல்டர் அனுப்பிச்சிட்டேன், என்கிட்ட சொல்லுங்க, நான் புரிஞ்சுக்கிறேன், எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே புரியல. How these 10 crore he accumulated over a period of 20 years of his business. Very consistent business growth. He was able to do the business, but he was not able to understand. But he failed to understand only the way it is calculated. Hats off to the chartered accountant. He could only bring in and tell him at the end of the day, look, you have accumulated a 10 crore capital unknowingly over the period of 5 years or 6 years, 7 years, either plowed back in from the profit or you created some reserve. You have done all these things with your own. Then he came to know, sir, I don't know whether did I make that 10 crore or did not? So this is the level of knowledge which people are in our society. They are in our organization. So majority of the people now, impact of COVID apati or a few words na pesittu, then I will move on to the next topic. COVID impact has been already explained by many people in many ways, which I told you. There is one method of input-output model by economist Vaseline on பண்ணிருந்தார். இது ஒண்ணுதான் ரொம்ப precise method. இதை மட்டும் நான் சொல்லணும். இதை நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்லலைன்னா the impact of COVID வந்து the reaction தெரியாம போயிடும். This I want to explain. This is allowed the calculation of the impact of any change in any sector in direct and indirect terms. This is called IO system of officially finding out the effect of any natural disaster. It could be COVID, it could be tsunami, it could be anything. It could be even a storm, a hailstorm. Hello?
Sir, Shivakumar, sir, unmute it, sir. Sorry.
Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Fine. The input-output ratio calculation was tried to find out the impact of any disaster in 2007 and 8. In 2011 and 12, an attempt was made by a group of economists under the head of Bisley, and it was done long back, and that is again tried under 4 scenarios. The average number of working days lost, loss of GDP in lakh crores, loss of GDP in terms of percentage. Under the scenario 4, I'm not going into the details. I don't want to make this as a theoretical classroom. Under the scenario 4, the actual number of working days lost, if it is 67, now we have crossed 90 days, that's a different thing. If it is 67 days, the loss of GDP in terms of lakhs of crore is estimated to be 73 lakh crores. 73 lakh crores. And the loss of GDP is estimated to be 33%. The business need to be primed with handouts, and SME and MSME sector is coming handy for this. Now, before going into the details of what these SME, MSME groups are, as per the new classification, it is very, very simple. They have simplified it very recently, a few weeks back or a month back. They have reclassified the entire SME and MSME into an understandable proposition. Previously, it was differentiated into manufacturing and services. Now it is done into only 3 categories: small, micro, small, and medium. 5, 10, 50, 50, and 50 to 50. That's it is only capital employed and turnover assessed. So if you really work at this, includes both service and industry. Both service and industry. So previously it was classified differently. Now all ambiguity has gone. The idea is to give a lot of prominence and significance to the SME and MSME industry to bring under this. Let me not dabble with statistics to tell you all these things, but let me go through a very small presentation, PPT, on what are the schemes, and I will go through fast because all these schemes are under MSME Directorate, done from the ministry, supported by regional offices and directorate and all these things. This is the prelude. This is the prelude which I need to do, I have to do. So I will just go through this presentation in a very fast way so that these information are available in the website of the Directorate of SME and MSME. You don't need to bother, but I will go through. Then only you will know the gamut of opportunities available for SME and MSME. Then later we will go what we can do, what is how we reposition ourselves to help this kind of a sector. Please be with me so that I just go for a slide share.
remove ஆயிடுச்சு மியூட் ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டேன் அடிக்கடி ஸ்பீச்
Hello.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Visible, sir.
Am I audible? Am I
Yes,
audible?
audible, visible, sir.
Fine. Now, I'm just starting with this sampradayam. Unnakum protocol irukku, procedure irukku. This is purely a professional body's webinar. So, how CAs can help their SMEs to get over the challenges. Now, what I am trying to do, I will just go through this small slide presentation. Well, this slide is inevitable for me because this is given by the directorate. See, there are 18 steps for the success as an entrepreneur under SME and MSME. 18 steps. Please listen, my dear friends. All the 18 steps, decision to be an entrepreneur. I mean, we have a role right from stage 1 to stage 18. That's why I said initially, we become inseparable. We are also part of the SME and MSME category in India today. So right from the step 1 to step 18, I just go through fast. Decision to be an entrepreneur. Yes, we have a role to decide, make, create awareness among people to make them to be an entrepreneur, convert the threat of unemployment, convert the threat of exodus of people, convert the threat of the immigrant laborers coming forth from either udar, inge, all these things, and then convert the threat of unemployed people, convert the threat of sick NPA and all these things. We have the laden responsibility of creating and developing an entrepreneur to be an entrepreneur. Everybody in this society can become an entrepreneur. When you and me have become a professional to take up our work straightforward, why not anybody? The God in its creation has created everybody with the equal brain possession. I think it is 600 grams or 700 grams. The amount of physical brain possessed by everybody is equal. God is impartial, merciful. But why some people are more intelligent, why some people are less intelligent, depends on how the brain cells are behaved, how the brain cells are created, networking among the people. I think many of you might have gone through Hebb's theory, which was 1955 theory. Maybe you might have studied, or it's a Harvard Business School, it is taught. Hebb's theory is taught in many of the management institutions. Hebb's theory, I used to take one big program for 4 days and 5 days also. Hebb's theory says cells fire together, wire together. Cells fire together, wire together. When brain cells fire together, they wire together. Then someone was asking me, I think in Madurai I was having a seminar. He stood up and asked me, sir, you said the brain cells need to be fired. Can I do it with a matchbox? Just he put on fire, I can put it on the head. I said, yes, you can do it, provided you want to get rid of your brain and your life. Firing the brain cells is reinforcement, reinstatement, and exciting and repetitive behavior. It's a big subject. I'm putting it in a very, very short while. Repetitive behavior. You say, Swamiye Saranam, Swamiye Saranam, Saranamayappa, Narayana, Narayana, Mahadeva, Jesus, Jesus. All these repeated recitation of the names of God keep your brain cells united and networking faster. That makes you more intelligent. Our predecessors, our elders, our people who taught us repeat. முன்னெல்லாம் வந்து வாய்ப்பாடுன்னு ஒன்று உண்டு. இப்போதான் எல்லாம் calculator, all everything has come. வாய்ப்பாடு you have to study. ஒன்னாம் வாய்ப்பாடு, ரெண்டாம் வாய்ப்பாடு மனப்பாடம் பண்ணணும். 1 2 2 2 2 4 3 2 6 4 2 8 5 2 10 6 2 12. You ask 14 12 எல்லாம் தெரியும் அவங்களுக்கு. 20 வரைக்கும் அந்த வாய்ப்பாடுன்னு படிப்பாங்க. Why? Because the repetitive nature of your memory system increases the kind of brain cells networking. அதனால the brain cell networking training எல்லாமே entrepreneurக்கு skill developmentல வருது. I'm going to touch all these things in a brief way when I come to what we can do to them. Second, selection of a type of the unit. You can guide them whether it has to be a proprietary or a partnership or a private limited or a joint venture, or it is a FEMA or a foreign company, a branch of the foreign company, and you want to set up elsewhere. All these things, selection, you have a role. Product selection, market-based product selection. Inventory-based, or it is only a just-in-inventory, or you have an inventory system which is going to make you a flat way of doing your business, you have a role. Product selection, location of the unit. Where you locate the industry gives you a lot of incentives. There are industrially backward. There are free zones. These things, you have a role. Then project report. You stand a bumper harvest in project report. Many food park and technical parks I have seen, I myself handle. The project report costs run to several lakhs. I have done one project report for a food park. For an SPV, the government stipulated the cost of that project report 52 lakhs, believe it or not. That is again funded by the government of India. funded by the Government of India, Ministry of Horticultural Development and Agricultural Development. Just to give you an information about where we stand the project report. Next is getting finance. Oh, gamut service. You understand finance. All other people do understand finance, but you understand finance the way it should be understood. You have a chance to win this area where getting finance. That is our major area. That is our flesh and blood. Then local body clearance manipulations. You have a role to play. Local body clearance, plant layout and construction, sitting with the technical people. You have purchase of machinery, finding out the buyers, finding out the sellers, finding out the fabricators, finding out the overseas partner with whom you can buy a technology, you can buy the machinery. Then electricity connection, manipulations, raw material, oh, huge gamut. Whether you are going to have the raw material domestically or from outside, then get statutory license. Luddes are ludde. Then manpower needs, ludde manpower recruitment. I know a dozen chartered accountants who are close to me are having manpower recruitments. It is there, though it's not their core activity, they are doing it. Then production planning, get the engineers, get the supervisors, get the draftsmen, get the foremen. Then GST registration, sales, repayment. All the 18 steps to make a successful entrepreneur, you have a role. And what are the MSME schemes? I will go through this also in a very fast way, so that all these information are available in a very detailed way in the website. But this program will be incomplete if I don't touch these things and give you an awareness. Many of you might have gone through, or many of you might not have gone through. So this is just an eye-opener for many of you who have not been through this. Now, the central schemes for micro, small and medium enterprises, Government of India, they have credit and financial assistance to MSMEs. Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, PMEGP. The Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, the maximum cost of the project is 25 lakhs in case of manufacturing and 10 lakhs in the case of business or service. Subsidy under PMEGP is the 15% in urban, 25% in rural. And if it is for SC, ST and OBC, it is 25% in urban and 35% in rural. Any individual above 18 years can apply, and the only online application is accepted. So many people may not have the awareness about PMEGP. When people you address, when it is given in a public forum, when some people come to you, sir, I don't know what is PMGP, create them an awareness. I will come to the point later. Now let's look into the schemes. Then credit linked capital subsidy scheme for technology upgradation, that is called CLCSS. What is CLCSS? The objective of CLCSS is to facilitate technology to MSCs through institutional finance for induction of well-established proven technologies. The nature of assistance is upfront subsidy of 15% on institutional credit up to 1 crore and subsidy cap of 15 lakhs. Any micro and small enterprise can apply. This is for technology development. Then 3, Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises, CGT MSC, very popular, the bank loans, very popular, CGT MSC. The CGT MSC is the collateral free loan up to a limit of 200 lakhs. Collateral free loan up to 200 lakhs, CGMSC. This is actually done by the Guarantee Fund Trust of the CGT MSC. And MSC meeting new as well as existing micro and small, new as well as existing, new and existing. Then you have a 2% interest subvention scheme. The interest subvention scheme is calculated on 2 percentage points on outstanding balance from time to time from the date of dispersal, drawal date. And any MSMEs who have valid Udyogadar memorandum is eligible for this. We have B, Skill Development and Training to MSMEs, Entrepreneurship and Skill Management Program. It's called ESDP. Please get all these data at the back of your mind, because when I'm going to deal with what is our role is going to be in total from CA's point of view, you will have to recall all this information so that a LinkedIn happens in understanding things properly. If it is a real course, I would have put it in a whiteboard. I would have been making everything available to you currently and legibly and properly. In the absence of that, you are in a virtual mode. Please keep these things at the back of your mind. Entrepreneurship and skill development program is a very massive, voluminous one. Though I am not the spokesperson from the department or from the directorate, I do this entrepreneurship and skill development at large. 7 colleges have retained my services as an incubation head. About 2-3 universities, I am a member of the incubation committee member, including VIT. I sit in the team of selecting people for incubation, giving them training and skill development. Majority of the areas I have seen tribal, rural, urban, all these areas I have crossed, and there's a huge amount of scope is available for people like you to involve into skill development. Then infrastructure support to MSME, scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries. It's called Sfurti. It's called Sfurti. Actually, main objective of the scheme is to organize the traditional industries and artisans into clusters in order to make them competitive and provide support for their long-term sustainability. Here, I'm only going to touch major information for you. I'm not going into the details. Just details are available. Practically speaking, this scheme of Sfurti is coming with 3 areas. One is soft touch, soft interventions, then hard interventions. Soft and hard interventions, soft 10% of the hard intervention with maximum ceiling of 25 lakhs. Regular clusters up to 500 artisans, major clusters more than 500 artisans. Cluster, please understand. These are all cluster based. How to organize a cluster, how a cluster development can take place, I will come to that later. Or if you want to spend more time on that, because I did a course on cluster development itself per se for a longer period, because cluster development is an art which you can do without any additional cost. All that requires for you, my dear fellow chartered accountants, the cluster development is going to come in our country as a mainstay post-COVID. Take it from me. Take it from me. It's going to stay as a mainstay, the cluster development. And the cluster development first, you have to understand, then to be understood. The cluster development is a catchy, fragile, but very massive area where the investments and facilities are available up to 25 crores. Mind-boggling facilities are available. Mind-boggling, 25 crores. Then we will come to that. Then MSc cluster development, that is CDP. Actually, CDP and Sfurti both are by and large equal. We will come to the CDP in a bigger way. CDP is actually up to 20 crore project, max 70% of the cost subject to 20 crore is available if you are starting a cluster development. In the cluster development, you can make not only necessarily common facility center. There is one catch and class there, common facility center. What is common facility center in a cluster development? A cluster of 400 people or 15 or 20 or 30 will be there, which you have to organize, identify and locate. For such people, you have a CFC, Common Facility Center. What does it do? It gives a marketing lobby for them. It gives a refreshment lobby for them. It gives statutory compliances for them. It could be a canteen. It could be a Xerox area. It could be a printing area. It could be just filling up an application area. The Common Facility Center, I have done one very near to Vellore in an electronic hub where Government of India has sanctioned 20 crore for common facility centers. Please understand, a huge amount of money is available to be taken on all that you develop Imagine what is a common facility center can be in a floor. If you have a lakh square feet in an industrial complex, 20,000 square feet could be a common facility center. 10,000 square feet could be a common facility center. Common facility center gives an access. It could be a marketing venue. It is a place. It is a facelifting for the entire activity and marketing. You as a chartered accountant, you can take care of 7 out of 10 services a common facility can do for. Coming to technology upgradation and competitiveness scheme for MSMEs, design of clinic schemes, lean manufacturing competitiveness scheme, LMCS, lean manufacturing. Now, these are all technically oriented programs. And if you ask me what is lean management course, lean management course are done as a course by MSME Directorate. Regional development councils are conducting programs. You will know what is a lean management scheme. It is easy. Lean management, if you want to put forward, implement the lean manufacturing competitiveness scheme in your area, please undergo. I give something like, I give you everything. I give you the training. I give you the facility. You come and get enjoyed. Who can give this kind of a red carpet facility? Please, many of us do not know what is this kind of things available. The digital MSME scheme, digital application. In the days when people have lost IT jobs, sitting back at home looking for occupations, please grab them, get them, convert them, make them to understand the digital MSME scheme, employ them, create a digital MSME scheme. Yes, it can work. Financial support MSMEs in Z certification, the zero effect and defect certification scheme. Zero effect and defect. The zero effect and defect is also a very well managed scheme done by the MSME Directorate. The MSME Directorate can do this, this can be also done. Any unemployed graduate can do that. They can undergo this course 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Something like, tally, you learn tally for 12 weeks. You learn tally for 15 weeks. Similarly, the Z certification program is also given by MSME Directorate. Support for entrepreneurial and managerial development MSMEs through incubators. Oh God, this is where I got really involved in many institutions. If you're an NGO, if you're an educational institution, if you're an academy, if you're interested in skills development, and if you have the passion to do all this, you can set up an incubation center, TBI, Technology and Business Incubation Centers. There are several institutions. The way they work, the way it is managed by big educational institutions in India is worth mentioning. I can even, if any one of you wants to associate with me, you are welcome. I will take you to one of these TBA center, VIT Vellore, the excellent TBA center they have. Beautiful way the TBI is monitored, managed, and it is worked. How many incubatee they are having, how many small incubation programs are taught to them, how the technological skill of the upcoming budding technologists are identified, taken care. It is not. That's why there are many institutions, they maintain their credibility in the market by parents, by students, not because they charge you a fat fee. Please understand, my dear friends, they develop, they shape, they bring the best in the people, best in the students. They identify, qualify them to be a beautiful industrialist or entrepreneurs. Then you have building awareness on intellectual property rights, IPRs. This is a very, very beautiful area for government. All that you need to associate with a lawyer. Today, plenty full of lawyers are available. Sorry to say, workless, not jobless, workless. There is a spare capacity available with any professional today. Lawyers are available to be associated with this kind of IPRs. I have done, I don't want to tell the names, I have done a very big IPR project for one of a very big film company in Tamil Nadu 4 years back. I created an IPR value of a film production company we could take about 50 movies and valued it for 75 crores. Believe it or not, my dear friends, 75 crores. It is showcased in Singapore. It is showcased, developed, attracted overseas buyers. We could do that in a much better and bigger way. Then tool rooms and MSME technology centers. This is purely a technical area. Then MSME schemes continuing. We have procurement and marketing support. Procurement and marketing support, schemes of procurement from small enterprises. Procurement is buying. Marketing is selling. Both in MSMEs, there is enough scope for buyer's credit, supplier's credit, factoring, forfeiting, bills, letter of credits, standby letter of credits, green shoe options, then red clause LC, green clause LC. I mean, you work out tremendous way of intermediating the buyer and seller with the SME and MSMEs. The days are very fast now. The fintech companies have come in a big way. I am able to see a tremendous amount of paradoxical difference and scenario of fintech companies coming into play, the buyer's credit and supplier's credit in our country. Then other initiatives, MSME Samadhan. What is Samadhan? Samadhan means judgment. What do you call? We will settle out everything, no petty problems. General buyer and buyer and seller problem. Normally, 70% of the working capital gap which is experienced by MSMEs in our country are due to paucity of funds. That is known to everybody, but not big companies paying their dues on time to the SME and MSMEs. 70%. And the real problem is now it is plugged to 45 days. 45 days kulla katlen, you can refer the matter to Samadhan. Kata Panchayat illadu, but Samadhan. We can do that. Then Portal Udyoga Aadhar Memorandum to get you registered. Address MSME DIs and branch MSME DLs in Tamil Nadu. Now, I have told you briefly, schemes very interesting. What we don't think we cannot do anything. KVAC scheme KVAC cottage and village industries. Honey scheme to 1 lakh crore they are planning to invest this year. So there are many schemes, but I have selected carefully what we can do with our intervention as professionals into the system. Now, what is the enabling environment? Someone will ask me, sir, attractive, theory is good, information is good. You tell me what are the enabling environment. There must be an enabling environment, must be available to take up this. There are three, I have decided into 3 categories. One is legal and regulatory framework. It is available. Legal and regulatory framework is available. That is MSME Amendment Bill 2015, SURFACE Act 2002, Priority Sector Lending, Regulation of Factor, and then Companies Act 2013, of course, with teeth, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, the Constitution Amendment Bill, and the construction of the Amendment Act 2017. These are all enabling legal regulatory framework, enabling the entire SME and MSME. So there is a support. There is a support from the legal and regulatory framework. Second, direct government support, subsidy-based support, which I have listed, one of a few things I listed. Subsidy-based support. Then public procurement policy. There is a new enactment which you would have read after Nirmala Sitharaman presented the COVID package, incentive package, I think sometime during May. She said 200 crores up to any purchase have to be only domestic tender. It should not be given a global tender. Any purchase by any big companies, 200 crores, anything has to be done only with domestic tender. And if anything, if you are not able to procure beyond 200 crores, you should go for a global tender. You stand a beautiful chance. How many of your SME, MSME people know how to prepare a tender document, my dear friends? How many of you know? They may not even understand what is a tender document, how the tender document need to be bid, how the bidding is done normally, how the bidding can be easily converted, how to get on to it, what are the prerequisites, what is EMD. Then how to get out of the documentation? 9 out of 10 people who bid, they are using either they are usurious professionals or professionals with less or no knowledge. Less or no knowledge. Then credit guarantee scheme. Credit guarantee scheme has come in a very big way. I should say that the 3 lakh crore loans to be given, 3 lakh crores to be given. See, the package offered by the finance minister, 20 lakh crore, I'm not touching it. It's beyond the purview of my talk today. Out of 20 lakh crores, 3 lakh crore has been earmarked only for MSME. That has to be completed before October 31st. And that loan carries 9.23% of interest per annum, 1 year moratorium, 4 year. That loan has to be actually given and secured by a guarantee. That guarantee is to be done by the guarantee trust. The guarantee trust of the government, and that guarantee trust has already see that trust is called NCGTC. NCGTC. That is called the National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company Limited. Actually, there is a lot of debate going on this when Madam Nirmala Sitharaman announced this in the Parliament. Actually, previously, these small loans have been covered under DICGC. Now that is a misnomer. When I was in the banking sector, we used to fill up the application of small loans. The same day, we fill up the application to get there for the credit guarantee scheme also. Maybe a joke, but this is how we managed. I, as a banker, I did it. I know, I remember under 20-point program and all. The DICGC scheme, 1971, was a similar scheme, but there was a guarantee fee the banks have to pay towards coverage of giving guarantee. At the time when the loans fail to repay, they have to claim with the DICGC. The DICGC is none other than an organ of RBI. None other than an organ of RBI. When you claim, they credit that money 70% or 60% depending upon the loan duration and all these things. Now, similar lines, NCGTC brought one amendment and they said, I will guarantee all the loans given under the new scheme of 3 lakh crore for SMEs, MSMEs post-COVID. But these Reserve Bank, normally, don't mistake me, Reserve Bank and Ministry of Finance don't see face to face. There is always a tug of war between Reserve Bank and Ministry of Finance. When Ministry of Finance gives a resolution, the Reserve Bank will combat it. There will be a different opinion. What Reserve Bank, after consulting with the Indian Banks Association, they said, if we follow the same guarantee system, the banks have to assign a risk weightage of 20 to 25%. If you have to assign risk weightage to the loans, you have to make provisions in the balance sheet of the bank. When there is a provision to be provided in the balance sheet, it erodes not only profit, the capital. That is how the banking system in our country, time and again, the last decade, we got eroded the very, very essence of the banking capitals. That's why when there is a Basel II, Basel III, Basel IV, all regulations as per international banking standards, there is a revamping and recapitalization has come to stay as a mandatory. When it comes to a mandatory requirement of capital infusion to the bank, we are not in a position to bring that kind of money. Now bankers are worried. That's why Nirmala Sitharaman used 3 words. Don't bother about 3 C's. C is CBI. Second C is, what is that? CVC. Third is CAG. Don't worry about 3 C's. We will take care. What did she do really under this context? She went to Reserve Bank again, called the meeting of all bankers and made it appear that the weightage, credit risk weightage is removed to 0. Please understand, my dear friends, the risk weightage for this 3 lakh crores is 0. The banks need not have to have a provisional requirement to set off all these balances at the future date. To do that, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman worked with the ministry, and she also brought out an information to all the banks. 15% of 3 lakh crore, that is about 41,600 crores. I anticipate a 15% NPA. I anticipate a 15% NPA of all the loan of 3 lakhs crores. So 41,600 crore I provide as a risk fund which you can utilize. Who can do this? Who can do this? How MSMEs are nurtured? How MSMEs are given priority? This is one side story. I will come to the next side story when I'm going to talk about something else. The one side story is there is a government commitment towards making SMA and MSMEs growth inevitable, take part, and you have to do it. Now there is Retailers Association of India says about 80,000 retail jobs have been left. And there is another problem luring and lurking our country is about the immigrant population. There's a new scheme, immigrant population, 80 lakhs have to be identified, given a loan of 10,000 rupees each as street vendors. Who is going to manage? What is the kind of mechanism we have? I tell you, my friends, no national level institution or banking institution have got the wherewithal, or they can administer and manage this until such time you chartered accountants form a lobby and create some kind of a working system and make suggestions. When you make suggestions to the country, there are 3 ways, 4 ways, or 5 ways. Immediately they will say, Chattiyil irundal da nahappayil varum. There is money in Chatti, then only it will be brought into the Ahappay. So when there is money, we have to think out of way to find out where this money could be mobilized. Where the money could be mobilized for our think is actually because the fiscal deficit is coming around 8%. It is going beyond any budgeted system. And the indebtedness is 80% of the GDP. 80% of the GDP. And 1.7 lakh crores are required for the finance minister to combat this requirement funding and all these things. Actually, we can think of certain innovative and imaginative like GDP linked bonds. They sound queer. Actually, Bulgaria did it, Costa Rica did it. They issued the first GDP linked bonds in 1990. GDP linked bonds, Argentina and Greece also issued in 2006 and 2012. I'm not comparing ourselves with Bulgaria or Argentina, but when the situation becomes tough, you have to get tougher. How this works is the GDP linked will work for a 25-year scheme where the public listing reliable, timely GDP data is given. This can be applied. Second is streamlining the PSCs. I'm just giving you a few things. No, the public sector, we have more than 15 large non-financial central PSCs under the S&P. They have a huge, financial assets amounting to 93,000 crores. And they have a huge real estate accumulation also. The government can form a PSC PS holding company, the lines of Temasek Holding of Singapore. There is another Kanya National Berhad of Malaysia. On creative thinking, they can make one SPV kind of a holding company, bring all these financial assets, which is running into about 93,000 crores. And these PSCs owe a whooping 25,000 crore statutory payments to the government of India. Either way, the government can work out. The third alternative thinking, very novel to me, I'm sharing with you, my dear educated friends, RBI dividends. RBI has been time and again paying a very rich dividend to the ministry. During times of need, RBI's priority is to find out a monetary controlling authoritative situation of controlling the foreign exchange reserve, controlling the capital account, controlling the current account. They have to maintain more, and even the 4.4% of the repo, they have reduced the repo 90% to increase the liquidity situation of the banking system to enable them to borrow from RBI. When Reserve Bank is laden with, dabbled with all these areas, why you want to collect dividend every year? Why you want to collect dividend? In the last 4 or 5 years, Reserve Bank have been paying a huge dividend up to 1.7 lakh crores. Such money is not required. There is one Jalan committee. Actually, one RBI Jalan committee has gone into this exercise. They found out viable economic capital of RBI have to be assessed, and the dividends only under exceptional circumstances. RBI can pay interim dividends only under the exceptional conditions. So these are all macroeconomic analysis. I am talking to people who can understand this. So the macroeconomic situation. So these are the ways by which we can find funds to fill up the gap, either fiscal or into the current account deficit of the country, or into the payment of the required funding towards meeting out the COVID system. Now, instead of globalization, we are going towards a globalization. It is not globalization, it is globalization. Now, coming to, I have just explained to you how these things are done. But now, what is the action plan for CAs? The real question. The real question. I forgot to tell you a disclaimer in the beginning. Don't expect me that I'm releasing a Rajinikanth film or Kamal Hassan's film. When I release a Rajinikanth film, the expectation will be very high. How? What? When? Where? I'm not going to use any blame game here. No blame game. Eradicate intellectual poverty in MSME and shift them to intellectual property. Purely, this is my word. Purely. Now, இவ்வளோ பார்த்துட்டு எல்லா ஸ்கீம்னா நல்லா இருக்கு சார், எல்லாம் everything is fine. பேங்க்குக்கு போக முடியல. பேங்க்குக்கு போனா பேங்க்ல we have to wait one in the queue. Clients கிடைக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. Clients கிட்ட பேசினா he is not prepared to pay the fee. Now, டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல போனா அந்த டைரக்டர் ஆபீஸ்ல இருக்கிறது இல்ல, இருந்தாலும் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லிடுறாங்க. பிகாஸ் தே ஹேவ் சட்டில் இருந்தா தானே ஆப்பேல வரும். அவங்க கிட்ட பணம் இல்லை. நார்மல் எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் ஆல்சோ டெஃபர்ட். தட் பீயிங் த கேஸ், நம்ம என்ன பண்றது? வாட் டு டூ? த சேஞ்ச் ஹேஸ் டு கம் ஃப்ரம் வித்தின். There used to be an American filmmaker, Cecil B. DeMille, who made a very successful movie called 10 Commandments. அவர் சொல்வார், you can't break the law, you break yourself. You can't break the law, you break yourself. When we are living in this world, we have two maps. Several maps are there in our head. Several maps. Two maps. One map says practical, they are the real maps. They are telling you where they are. But the value maps are different. It is something like, if you want to search Adayar in Kumbakonam, you want to search Adayar in Kumbakonam. The map says Adayar is in Kumbakonam. Start searching for Adayar in Kumbakonam. You will be habitually very hardworking. Night mulka thedunga Adayar. And you will be very sincere in approach. You will don't leave any street in Kumbakonam. Search for Adayar. You will not get Adayar in Kumbakonam because the maps are only territories of your thought process. They are not the real maps. The real maps are somewhere else. But the real maps are conceded by, or hidden by, or superimposed by the maps where they are. Similarly, professionals, we have a fixed perception about anything. Till such time we found out, because after the Second World War, there are two ethics which has come into being, the character ethics and the personality ethics. The personality ethics has come to supersede the character ethics. Now, why I am telling all these things? Because now you need to go towards a paradigm shift. This is the time for you to go towards a paradigm shift. If any one of you want to understand, sir, I am not a personality thinker. I don't think how to transform my personality to find out the paradigm. How the paradigm can be understood. Should I go in search of the paradigm? If at all I have to go, what are the necessary developments or changes I have to make in myself? What are the corrections I have to make myself? The paradigm shift, if you do it, then you have to create awareness and shift from window 1 to 3 or at least 2. What is this window? I think you are very familiar with Johari's window. People in our country, especially MSME and SME, predominantly, more predominantly, they are in window 1 of Johari's. Don't mistake me. What is window 1 of Johari says? Johari's window number 1 says, they don't know what they don't know. Unconscious incompetence. Many of the SME and MSMEs are in unconscious incompetence stage. Now, our first duty is to shift them from window to 3. What is window 2 is conscious incompetence is Windows 2. Conscious competence is Windows 3. Though not Window 3 custom. Window 3 ka avanga eduthu poga mudiyudhu custom. Window 2 ku eduthu ponom adha neenga commit pannanum as professionals, as chartered accountants. It is your duty as a representative of the government of India towards diligence, accounting and complete vigilance. It is your duty to see that these ignorance, because there is one comment by one, the IFC, International Finance Corporation person said, in India, there is huge ignorance of financial and production literacy. There is ignorance of literacy. So you have to see that you shift them awareness, shift them from window 1 to 2. Window 1 to 2 at least. It is a massive task. It is not easy. But if any one of you are finding, sir, how to transfer them, how to shift them, in the process, I should not get shifted from my window to the previous window. There are allegations. There are possibilities. Reversal may happen to you as well. Come to me, we will work it out. Come to me. I'm not giving you a magic pill or a magical solution to that, but we can work. It is possible. Then extend yourself to understand, next only to be understood. First, you have to understand the requirement of the SME and MSME sectors. Please understand them. Listen to them. We have got enough educated to listen. Listening alone is not enough. Please go further. Extend yourself a little more to understand what these SMEs are looking for. Then only you have to be understood. Unless you understand their requirement, SME and MSME people are not going to understand you. Make them to provoke the situation, not to react. Everybody's reaction to a situation is immediately a reaction. Oh, what has happened? Oh, this had happened. How? It should have avoided it. The reaction is going to give you more concern focusing than solution focusing. The more concern is only going to make you more reactive, not proactive. How to proact? You can do it because you have to create in the responsibility area. You are responsible. In the responsibility area, create a gap between the response and stimulus and create a gap. That gap can be done by a self-conscience, self-awareness, independent will and imagination. With all that, if you work, you create and the proactive chain to work with the entrepreneurs or SME, MSME people, either existing or new. Either existing or new. If you work with all these people to proact, they will see every aspect more positive. They will not see the negative aspects in anything. If you see only negative situations and react, you will only get negative emotion and you will end up in a blame game. Re-establish the credible liaison with institutions and authorities. You chartered accountants, please know this. Bankers are not going to be newly friendly. I'm very sorry to say, I've been a banker myself. Bankers cannot going to be user friendly because the NPA growth in our banking system has been so enormous. So enormous. The accountability and the problem of managers being hunted for any activity quite contrary to their objectives, no banker is going to be friendly. So reduce the vigor of the bankers' workload by working in tandem with them. Understand their problem. Don't react. re-establish the credible license. You always have a credibility established with the bankers. I know all of you. But the problem is, when you are with a banker, we have a banking system which rotate the managers and decision makers once in 3 years or 2 years. So you have to re-establish effort. You have to do it. You have no choice. It is very irritating. It is belittling yourself to go and talk to a banker to make him to understand your proposal or your client's proposal. It will be painstaking. You will become impatient. They will not listen to you. They will treat you as one in the queue. Your qualification, your experience will all go in thin air. Please understand this. Despite that fact, you create a license and make them to feel you are their friends. You are an enabler. You are a service provider. Your intention is not to create a problem to the bankers. By and large, bankers are friendly, provided if anybody is able to give shoulder to their cry. It is possible. Guide them and do not control them. This is for SME and MSME. Many a time I have seen chartered accountants when they talk about compliances and accounts, they say, sir, tomorrow is the last date. That they will tell only this morning at 11 o'clock. Sir, tomorrow is the last date. If you don't submit this tomorrow, there will be a fine, there will be a fee. No wonder you may be removed from the directorship from the MCA. Don't control them. Please enable them. Guide them. If tomorrow is return due, which statutory compliance filing need to be done, tell them 2 days in a you create a diary. I tell many of my chartered accountant friends, create a diary, sir. Give this diary to us. We will put it in our system. Our people will look into it. See that we are trying to match the filing as regular as possible, as timely as possible, though not fully. So guide them and do control them. So the guidance is going to really make them, enabling them to come and do it. Learn to work on smaller details if it had been working earlier. Many of you have been detailed on smaller details working. Smaller details working, not to leave anything to be left. All chartered accountants are very meticulous. Majority of them are meticulous. They don't leave any percentage. They don't leave any figures. They don't leave any law, subclass. Even many companies do have chartered accountants who draft even partnership deeds. Plaintiff for cases also. In IBC resolutions, they take a major role. The IBC resolution cases for MSMEs are going to be now leveraged 90 days instead of 330 days. The IBC resolution cases in NCLT courts, now it has reached, I think there are 3,000 cases pending with NCLT, Company Law Tribunal. I think 3,000 cases, out of which 2,200 cases are reaching the maturity or near closure. But the problem with the NCLT courts in our country, we have 10 or 11 courts. All the courts are less staff, no judges, no people. I mean, it's very time consuming to work with the NCLT. Such a cases, if there are SME, MSME coming to you for these things, make them to understand the resolution process in a very meticulous way and make them to understand this is possible. The last but not the least is concentrate on volume than to value. Never ever think we will have to deal with only Fortune 10 companies, Fortune 50 companies, Fortune 100 companies. Those days are gone. I'm sorry to say, my dear friends. If you have access to Fortune 10 companies or 50 companies, be glorified. Lead the rest of your life with a glory. I have been an advisor and an auditor for a 50 big 400, 500, 600,000 crore companies. But that's not going to happen in the coming days, because even the bilateral treaties, the WTO definition of bilateral treaties and the profit sharing situation of the countries, world trade is going through a tremendous change, because the foreign involvement, the Chinese involvement, how we have to move from globalization to non-globalization. How we are going to move from globalization? It was easy to move towards globalization. Was easy. From globalization, we had to move to non-globalization. It is going to be world trade is going to be restricted. This is how it is. So concentrate on volume than value. I think I have taken much of your evening time on a Saturday evening. Otherwise, you could have spent more joyously wherever it is. And with this, I conclude my short lecture. But the time given to me is very small. And if I have to talk everything in detail, but again, I am telling you, I am prepared to work with all of you. Anytime you feel how to work on the areas where I suggested, I am there to give you a supporting shoulder. I will behave not as a government official or not as a banker, somebody very differently, a new breed to suit your new normal working conditions. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for your wonderful presentation, sir. Any questions from the members? Members can ask questions. Any questions? Shivakumar, sir. Sir, நீங்க சொல்ற மாதிரி இட்ஸ் seems to be a good area to work, but பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா லோன்ஸ் எல்லாம் கிடைக்கிறதுல இட்ஸ் நாட் அன் ஈஸி இல்ல, இட்ஸ் a very tough job. எப்படி ஒரு கிளைண்ட்ஸ்க்கு எப்படி நம்ம வந்து பண்ற முடியும் சார்? அவுட் ஐடென்டிஃபை எப்படி அவங்களே ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. லோன்ஸ் நாங்க பாத்துக்கிறோம் சார் அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. நிறைய பேங்கர்ஸ் என் ஃப்ரெண்டா இருக்காங்க, நாங்க பாத்துக்கிறோம் அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. ஜஸ்ட் ப்ராஜெக்ட் ரிப்போர்ட்ஸ் போட்டு வராங்க. ஸோ அப்படிங்கிறப்ப எப்படி நம்மள அதுல வந்து எப்படி professional practices அப்படிங்கிறது, how we can develop our practices in this areas?
I told you from the very beginning, I told you, Visagan, நம்ம வந்து as a role of professional in the 18 steps which I told you, from the very first step ல இருந்து இருக்கு. Why you want to exclude only preparation of project report and filing and loan application? No, it is more than that. நான் இன்னும் நிறைய ஏரியா உங்களுக்கு சொல்லல. Agriculture and allied activities, disintermediation of supply chain management, there is a heavy, huge possibility. You will be surprised. வெங்காயத்தை அப்படியே வித்தா கிலோ 40 ரூபாய், வெங்காயத்தை உரிச்சு வித்தா கிலோ 70 ரூபாய். Please know this. Please know this. There are many areas in the supply chain management of agriculture. நான் அந்த டச்சே பண்ணல. In agriculture, there are 14 intermediaries. I work with big multinational companies like Sodexo and Eliar and all that. I know there is 14. The farmer production groups, they are all working even with ITC. See, 11 or 12 intermediaries are working in the supply chain management of agricultural produce. நீங்க வந்து திரும்ப சொல்றேன் நாங்க, நீங்க வந்து think out of box இல்ல, think boxless சொன்னேன் முதல்ல. நீங்க வந்து கன்வென்ஷனலா ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் ரிப்போர்ட் கொடுக்கணும், ஒரு உத்தியோக ஆதார் மெமராண்டம் இஷ்யூ பண்ணி கொடுக்கணும், இன்கம் டாக்ஸ் ரிட்டர்ன் இருந்தா ஃபைல் பண்ணி கொடுக்கணும், பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் டிரா பண்ணி கொடுக்கணும். No, come out away from that. Come out. Do lot of disintermediation workல வந்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? There could be a contract which you can enter between a producer farmer organization and a buyer. The buyer could be a corporate buyer. Buyer could be a government of India, government of Tamil Nadu, government of Karnataka. It could be a national horticulture. For example தான் நான் சொல்றேன். இதுல வந்து ஹனி இருக்கு, பீ கல்ச்சர் இருக்கு, ஃபிஷரிஸ் இருக்கு, எபிகல்ச்சர் இருக்கு, ஒலேரிகல்ச்சர் இருக்கு. So many potential. நான் அதெல்லாம் பேசணும்னா ஒரு வாரம் கோர்ஸ் எடுக்கணும் உங்களுக்கு. There are possibilities, areas where you chartered accountants can pitch in. Don't think your expertise lie only in preparation of project report. இன்னைக்கு ப்ராஜெக்ட் ரிப்போர்ட் பண்றதுக்கு நிறைய பேர் வந்துட்டாங்க. எப்படி ஒரு காலத்துல நீங்க இன்கம் டாக்ஸ் ரிட்டர்ன் ஃபைல் பண்றது உங்களுடைய ஃபோர்ட்டேயா நினைச்சீங்க, இப்ப அது இல்ல. ஸ்ட்ரீட் பை ஸ்ட்ரீட் இன்னைக்கு எல்லாரும் இன்கம் டாக்ஸ் ரிட்டர்ன்ஸ் ஃபைல் பண்றாங்க. It has become a child's play because the work has become not redundant, the work has become customized. Project report in customized side. There are many firms in Chennai. There are 100 firms working on preparation of project reports. They have all the templates on their hard disk. They only change the numbers, only change in what you call software. Excel they only make changes, numbers, inputs மாத்திராங்க, கடகடன்னு அடிச்சு புடிச்சு கொடுத்து பண்ணிடுறாங்க. Verbatim work. But move away from that. Move away from that. Liaison with the banks சொன்னேன், அது ரொம்ப வந்து கேர்ஃபுல் ஏரியா. Liaison with the banks for SME and MSME. Not only that, ஒரு 90 நாள்ல இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட்ல அது ஆஃப்டர் த கோவிட் இப்பதான் moratorium கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. This moratorium is not going to be constant for anybody and everybody, including your personal loans. By September, October, we are going to feel the pinch of it. Every one of us is going to feel the pinch of it. Yes, and SME and SMEs are going to feel the brunt in a very bad way. So that being the case, at the time, your resolution restructuring, debt restructuring, debt restructuring is a clear accounting one. It's only, taking old wine in a new bottle. Sorry, I'm debt restructuring, another area where you people can play a vital role. Taking the matter constructively and proactively with the bankers. Bankers are prepared to listen to people with substance. They don't want to listen to people without substance, basically. Anybody, for the matter of fact. Bankers are no exceptions. When it comes to the requirement, you sit with the banker, explain them how this is going to be. What are his present, orders in pipeline, orders, what they could do, what they could not do, how this will work out. Make them to understand. I have done a lot of, private equity is my main forte as a merchant banker. Private equity, how we work with the investors, whether it is a HNI or a PE or an institutional PE, our job, we work with even the biggest, PE providers like Sequoia Capital. It is easy for us to make them to understand what we want to put in forward. So to move in the lines of the frequency understanding, that's what I said. Learn to understand, then be understood. There's a meaning in it. So you will have to understand what kind of customization, what kind of growth scalability, what kind of the bottom line and upper line they are looking for in a business, how the business is going to be monitored. If you know the pulse and the frequency, and if you understand with them, I tell you, it can never be a straight product. Today, our banking system is only straight products. The relationship management or relationship managers, sorry to say, in the word of the borrow pannitaanga. Have borrowed from the erstwhile bankers like HSBC, American Express, Citibank. Adula endu borrow pannitaanga. Relationship, enna relationship? There is no relationship management at all, because you have a straight jacketed product. Or overdraft, or cash credit, or term loan, or personal loan, or jewel loan, or guarantee, or letter of credit. What else you have? You are giving in the product like idhula fit in paniko. Idhula nee fit in aliya jao. No, we don't want you. In foreign countries, the different situation was there. In Europe and all, I have seen when a customer walks in, they sit with the customer to find out what is their need. They would see how best they can match their need, customizing a product with them. It may take time. That is why they have been labeled as relationship managers. They sit and create a relationship. Even if that relationship manager is transferred from the branch, their services are available lifetime for the clients. Why not we do that? Sir, you act as relationship, for warriors with the clients. Why not you do it? Understand, don't work as accountants. Enough you people have been working as accountants. Work as carriers of knowledge and wisdom to make. Walk into the shoes of a borrower. Walk into the shoes of an entrepreneur. Walk into the shoes of an SME person. It is easy. You work with 10 people, I tell you, Mr. Vishagan, you will become a king and you will be a big practitioner. I tell you, once you show the signs of having understood the requirement of an SME, I tell you, word of mouth will bring you clients. You don't need to go to a forum. You don't need to address. You don't need to develop a digital placard for you. You don't need to do that. The word of mouth, I have clients. All word of mouth. How you have to reach to that level when you talk to the client, understand them. Work as warriors with them. Make them to understand they have a trust. That trust you build is the real relationship. That is a real relationship. Bankers have failed. I'm sorry to say. Bankers have failed, but they have given way for doing this service by third-party arrangements like you and me. They provided us opportunities. There is a loophole in the system. When there is a loophole in the system only, people have a tendency to encroach and do more. It is possible to do that. In war, people do give medals for sacrificing his life. But in business, you are given awards and rewards for sacrificing others for your benefit of this thing. So if it is your winning post, you win, you get, you monetize it. Of dynamism and show of your own energy and passion. You have to be passionately energetic to win these SME and MSME clients. You may not require anything big clients. Big clients do require a different approach. That is not the purview of our topic today. With SME and MSME, you have to be compassionate, understanding, emotional, emotionally intelligent to win SME, MSME people. Similarly, with the banker, not only banker, the government people are going to be very tougher. You take it from you go to even file an application. They say today AD is not there, JD is not there. Come tomorrow, come day after tomorrow. JD will come at 11. He will leave by 11:30. Please catch him between 10 and 20. You will be laden with all these changes. Be patient. What is your objective? Still, still I find whatever I told you in the SME and MSME are low-hanging fruits, pluckable easily. They are not nightmarish, or they are not daydreams. Possible things. I have done it. I have seen clients enjoying the fruits of it.
Members, do you have any questions, member? You can ask Shokma, sir. Okay, Ratna Savabadi, sir. Unmute yourself, sir. Shokma, sir, screen stop பண்ணிக்கலாமா share பண்றத? We can see the members, sir.
No problem. No problem.
Ratna Savabadi, sir, you can ask, sir. Sir, audio உள்ளுக்குல mic is not working, sir.
Am I audible?
Shokma, sir, it's audible. Ratna Savabadi, sir.
He has to unmute. He has to unmute. Mr. Ratna Savabadi, you have to unmute your mic, sir.
No, I think it's not audible, sir. கேட்கல sir. It's not audible. So chat box ல அடிக்கலாமா sir?
அடிக்கலாம் sir. Chat box ல அடிக்கலாம்.
Chat box ல அடிக்கலாமா sir? கீழ chat box ல queries அடிக்கலாம். வேற ஏதாவது questions இருக்கா sir?
Sir, our Mr. Jahabar கையை ரைஸ் பண்றாரு sir.
sir. வணக்கம் sir. Good evening sir.
Good evening Mr. Jahabar.
சீர்காழி பக்கம் திருமலைவாசல் சார் சொந்த ஊரே. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது. உங்க சீர்காழியின் கலைப்படம் அது.
சீர்காழிக்காரன் சார்.
ஆமா சார், நான் திருமலைவாசல் சீர்காழி பக்கத்துல. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது சார். சார் ஒரே ஒரு கொஸ்டின் என்னன்னா சார், இப்போ வந்து சார்ட்டர்ட் அக்கௌண்ட் தான் ப்ராஜெக்ட் ரிப்போர்ட், இந்த ப்ரொவிஷன் ரிப்போர்ட்லாம் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணக்கூடாது, சைன் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்றாங்களே. இந்த மாதிரி காலகட்டத்துல சார் எப்படி சார் அந்த சார்ட்டர்ட் அக்கௌண்ட் சப்மிட் பண்ண முடியும்?
நீங்க சைன் பண்ணக்கூடாது, நீங்க பண்ணக்கூடாது, பண்ணி கொடுக்க கூடாதுன்னு ஒரு ரூல் இல்லையே.
இல்ல அந்த
நீங்க சைன் பண்ணுங்கிற அவசியமே இல்லை சார். A project report need not have to be signed by chartered accountant. But assets valuation, net worth certificationக்கு மட்டும் தான் நீங்க கையெழுத்து போடணும். சில இடங்களில் in certain cases when the net worth need to be certified, you have to sign. Otherwise a project report need not have to be signed by a chartered accountant. அது rule இல்ல. It is not required because not required. Whereas if there are certifications involved for net worth, fixed assets, current assets, inventory, stocks, இத மாதிரி ஏதாவது ட்ரேட் ரிலேட்டடா வரும்போது நீங்க சைன் பண்ணிக்கணும்.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே சார். Thank you sir. Thank you sir.
Suri sir.
Sir, அவர் வந்து thanks for your productive speech, enriching our knowledge. Oh, thank you sir. You are all already rich, very rich. So அது வந்து I am only fortified the richness. That's all I can say.
Sure sir. So any other questions, sir?
There is a participant from There is a participant from Singapore. One Kuna. She's from Singapore.
Oh,
Still online. I don't know whether it's, Madam Kuna, are you online now?
Yeah, I'm online, sir. I'm online. It was a great speech, sir. It was great thing and great enlightening. Fantastic, yeah.
Kuna is a chartered accountant practicing in Singapore, my great friend. So I wish her and welcome and thank you for participating, madam. I'm really happy about it.
Thank you for allowing me to join in this great meeting. And Kumbakonam is also quite near to my hometown. I think, Mr. Shivakumar, you would know. Yeah, and great to be related to you. Yeah.
Nice, madam. Welcome. Thank you very much.
thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sir, Suri, sir, anything? Oh,
Sir, unmute pannunga, sir. Suri, unmute pannunga. Unmute, please.
I think.
And Raji is my daughter from Australia, Melbourne.
Oh,
Raja,
welcome, ma'am.
are you there? Raji, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, she's from Melbourne, Australia. Yeah.
Oh, welcome, ma'am.
Yes,
Welcome,
I'm
ma'am.
here. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It was just good to join. I just enjoy listening to his lectures all through the week, especially because it's in the evening time. But it was really good to meet you all as well.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks for joining, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Suri Narayan, solunga, sir. Mic unmute pannunga, sir.
There's mic, no mic attached. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir.
We are deprived of listening to your golden voice, sir. Shankaram, are you there? He is a travel-related entrepreneur, startup company. Shankaram, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, he's a startup from Chennai.
It was a pleasure to be on board this insightful webinar. And being a startup, I've always had the opportunity to learn from experts in the field of accounts, and this was another enlightening session. Thank you for having me on board.
Thank you, Shankar. Thank you. And
Thank you, Shankar, ma'am, sir.
Sweta, are you there? Sweta used to be my student. She was my intern.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Are you there, Sweta? Are you there online?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
How was the session today?
Yeah, it was too good, and you remember my classes, previous classes. This is a good throwback for me.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And I have another person known to me, Phillips Madurnath, a very senior marketing person from Bangalore. Phillips, are you there online, boss? I think he left.
Sure, sir. Well, thanks a lot, sir. Thanks, Shivakumar, sir, for a wonderful session, sir.
Thank you.
You have
This is
told
only
me 18 steps
tip
of
of
entrepreneurship.
This is only a tip of an iceberg, and how to create an entrepreneur, how to take out the quality of an entrepreneur from inside, how to make them viable, visible. Please, I will give my hands together with any one of you for any of your ventures to talk to and take to a forum to make them, because in March, not only in March, the last few years, I've been a warrior of creating entrepreneurship. Though I'm not a spokesperson for the directorate, I'm not into any political party or whatsoever. I have been working with creating entrepreneurs, 7 technical institutions, including VIT and SENI universities. I am an incubation committee member. I see a lot of students coming in, and we are creating a lot of technology-based entrepreneurs. I encourage them. Many entrepreneurs have failed. They feel so sorry about the state of affairs they are into, but still we give them helping hand. I work as a mentor for many entrepreneurs, many successful entrepreneurs. It is an art to really to be with the entrepreneurs who fail. It is easy to be the entrepreneurs who are very successful, but we have to have the patience and compassion enough as chartered accountants to be with either a failed, because failure is only a stepping stone, and the people who have complacently high in terms of success also. So I'm there with you for any of your ventures to take more entrepreneurs to bring to our this thing. And there are many people we can turn ourselves into entrepreneurs. I tell you, after a year or so, you will say, we, with our spirited involvement, developed so many entrepreneurs. so many successful people. We have created. So that is the kind of real pleasure and the success which we can count by fingers in our lifetime. I have
There
done
is-
it.
Sir, there's one question, sir. Whether women's self-help group can register as MSME?
Anything. In fact, for women, there are specific courses, specific facilities. Women entrepreneurs, they do attract a lot of concessions. And in fact, I have 3-4 women entrepreneurs. Why? A dozen women entrepreneurs in Chennai, especially in Ambattur, Thirumalai Vayal, Sitco Estate, where they are all extremely doing well, despite the fact they have initially encountered many turmoils and challenges, and it is easy to be in the hands of, but with venture capital and angel funding, my experience is different. Generally, 7 out of 10 private equity investors are gender biased people. They are males. They only like male entrepreneurs. But the women entrepreneurs, to reach the equity infusion stage, it may take a year or 2 or 3. We hold them, handhold them, bring them. See, taking them to the bank is first an elementary stage. Taking them to the private equity is the second stage. Take them to the public equity and IPO is the third stage. I have done all these things to some people, and I get lot of cases, success case studies. So it is easy and it is difficult. How we take it, we have to have a different perception. Change yourself again. Go and reach that paradigm shift. That's what I've been telling. Go and make the paradigm shift. That shift will come to you at any time. We may not know. Our perceptions may be right or wrong. To get that paradigm shift, you have to keep searching. One fine morning you'll have. I remember one small case which I can tell you if you have time. Actually, I was addressing a women group in Hyderabad, if I remember correct, 3 years back or so. I was telling them there was a group of paramedical girls sitting in the audience group in Hyderabad. When I was talking, you are the person responsible for your own happiness and unhappiness. If you allow negative emotions to come and encroach yourself, they only create lot of negative emotion and intolerance and stress. If you know how to stop it, then you will get. One girl, all of a sudden from the group stood, "Sir, I made it." Then she sat with lot of shame. Then lunch break, I went and asked that girl. I had to ask that question to her. What did you find? You said, I got it. Then, sir, this is my life experience. I have been given a job of taking care of house management of a 75-year-old man when he's sick. அவரை ட்ரீட் பண்ணி அவருக்காக நான் வீட்டோட இருந்தேன், அவரை பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தேன். பட் நான் நிறைய சர்வீஸ் பண்ணுவேன் ஆனா அவருக்கு அந்த சர்வீஸ்லாம் உரைக்காது. என்ன திட்டிட்டே இருப்பாரு. One fine morning I thought, why should I have to toil to a person who is not understanding my own hard work and support to him? Even for a while I thought, let him die and all that. But after now hearing you, sir, I got a new awareness. I could see a paradigm shift in me. I changed my view. He's going to live very short. I'm going to live longer. Why not I understand? Show some passion to him and find out. Be with him. Then I got the discovery when in your class, sir. That's why I got it immediately. I said I got it. So this paradigm shift, people will get it in business perspectives anytime they need. Some people get it early. Some people will get it by ignition from people like us. Some people will get it by God's grace. Some people don't get it at all.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks, sir. We will end up this session, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you.
Thanks for your wonderful presentation, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks all the members for participating. Tomorrow there is a program. Tomorrow there is a program on GST alerts by Sri Rajendra Kumar, sir. Kindly, I invite all the members to kindly participate in the next program, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks, Shivakumar, sir. Thanks
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you. ICI Kumbakonam chapter. I wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you.